Hey guys, Shamar Brown here. Welcome to the Eagle Podcast Night Talks. Guys, I know it's been a minute since we had put out a new episode, but we just want to let you guys know that we're back. You get what I'm saying? We're back and we have a lot to cover, a lot to share with you guys. But I guess before we even start touching on all of that good stuff, I just wanna tell you guys that we truly appreciate you guys. We truly appreciate all the support that we've been getting from you guys, and we wanna get some things done this year. You get what I'm saying? I know we're in April, and as you guys can tell, May is like knocking like real quick. I think next week is when it starts. May it is the first of May. But anyways, let's get into it. Now, this is season 5. We're still in season 5. This is episode number 38, and the title of tonight's episode is "You Are the Architect." No, hopefully I pronounced that right. If not, you guys can correct me in the comments. Now the angle that I'm coming with this, and I guess I'll start it off with a quick story. Now, I heard the story where this speaker, they were talking about like in life is like a restaurant, right? And you would go into the restaurant and you would take everything that you want. So say for instance, now if you want chicken, you want fish, you want rice and beans, or whatever you might want. However, though, you pay at the end, right? I know some restaurants that's not how it is. You place the order and you do your thing, but in this way, it's like a buffet. It's like a buffet. You go there, you bring your plate, and you put what you want in your plate, right? But you have to pay. You have to pay at the end. So if you went into the store, if you went into the restaurant and you didn't take what you really wanted, that's on you, right? And if you did go to the store, to the restaurant, and you did take what you want, great, that's on you. You still have to pay no matter what. So my challenge to you guys, or I guess my, perspective to you guys is that why not, get the best, right? It's like the saying that you only live once, right? Um which is factual, but at the same time, it's not factual, because, God's willing, we're going to be here tomorrow, right? I forgot what's this number, but of how many people, didn't make it to see this year, and, how much people passed away, even though we were like a couple months in, a lot of people passed away. So us being here, it's truly a privilege. But again, the aspect of you only live once, right? So why not make the best of your life? You get what I'm saying? Now, the next thing I want to share about this topic is that God gave us life, and again, this is my opinion, this is my perspective, right? You can have your own perspective, but we have everything that we need to be able to make our life the way we want it to be. So that's why that's why it's called you are the architect, because you are. Everything that you need, all the resources is out there. So when somebody's like, "Oh, I don't have that," no, 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 it's there. It's there. You just not capitalize on it. But all the resources, all the knowledge, all the information, all the opportunities, all the help, everything is there. Everything is there for you. All you have to do is just make a decision to do something. All right. And just like in the previous episode, which was enough, and thank you so much guys, we got so much good feedback from that episode. You get what I'm saying? And if you guys haven't checked it out, please do that. You are enough. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because you are enough. You are enough. You have everything that it takes to be able to build the life that you want. So why not do it? Why not? Why not? Why not? If you have a choice to drive a Benz or a Honda, why not drive the Benz? If you have the option to be married or single, why not be married? If you have the option to be wealthy or poor, why not be rich or wealthy? Why not? Because the option, everything is there. Like I said, God provides all the provisions for us. And I feel like that's probably why He doesn't talk to us anymore. Because He's like, yo, I gave you guys everything already. You guys have everything that you need. You get what I'm saying? Back in the days, they didn't. But you guys have everything. And with us being in the 21st century, we have a lot more compared to what our parents did. So it's just a case of us using those resources to be able to get where we need to get to. And again, guys, you are the architect of your life, right? You can decide how you want your life to be. It reminds me of something that one of my mentors always say. So say for instance, I think I mentioned it before, but they say repetition is the best way to remember something, right? If you're 25 right now, right? And if you're not where you want to be, or if you're not, if you're not where you want to be in life at the moment, and you don't change nothing, you're going to be 35 at the same spot, right? And the same thing, if you're 35 and you're not where you want to be and you don't change anything, you're going to be 45 at the same spot. So again, if that's not the reality that you want, if you want to change your reality, you could do that. It's like this famous saying that if you want to change, no, if you want to move, just move. You're not a tree. Because once you plant a tree, and if the tree has been there for years, you can't move the tree. You get what I'm saying? You could cut it down, but you can't really move it. So we're not trees. We could move. We could change. We could do things. And I think that's what separates us from animals. Because if you look at the animal kingdom, the dog or the lion is not saying, you know what, let me save this piece of deer until next week. No, he's gonna eat it now because that's how they are. But us humans, we have I forgot what the terminology one of my good friends used, but I guess free will. I don't think it's free will, but we have we're aware. We have vision. Yeah, we have vision. We have vision. And obviously, some people have vision and they're not using it. And then you have some blind people that they have so much vision. You know what I'm saying? But they're blind, so they can't really do anything about the vision that they have. But anyway, that's a different thing. But again, we have vision. We can dream. The animals, they can't dream. Oh, who knows? Maybe they can, but they can't dream. You get what I'm saying? The dog in your house, the cat in your house is not like, you know what? Let me save this cookie for my kids. No, they're not thinking about it. But we can do that. So since we can do it, why not do it? Why not? You know, if it's like the saying, if whatever you could dream would become a reality, what would you dream? And I come to the realization that that thing is factual. It's real life. Like the chair that you're sitting on right now, it was in somebody's mind. The house that you live in right now, it was in somebody's mind. The car that you drive, it was in somebody's mind. The phone that you use, you get what I'm saying? It was in somebody's mind. The sound, like the sound that you're listening to right now, that was in somebody's mind, right? And it's like they did something about it. Not only did they come up with it, but they did something about it. I even heard this thing once where Isaac Newton, the guy who figured out quote unquote gravity. Yeah, there was this next guy studying gravity. So if he didn't find it, a next guy would have found it, right? Same thing with the guy who did the light bulbs. What's his name again? Ah, come on, Chamar. What's his name? Thomas Edison, right? Him. While he was working on the light bulb here in America, there was this next guy in Germany or France, who was working on light bulb too, something similar, right? But again, if he didn't come up with it, this guy would have come up with it, and this guy would have been known for the guy who made the light bulb. You get what I'm saying? So the point that I'm making is that, and again, the point I'm making is that you are the architect of your future. You are the architect of your life. You can make a decision today to change. And if you look at architect and give me a minute. Let me just look it up real quick. Let me just look up what it means to be an architect. Because if I'm not mistaken, and again, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, an architect is basically somebody who's in charge of building something. But like I said, let me look up the Google translation for it. All right, so here we go. An architect is a person who plans, design, and oversees the construction of a building. To practice architect means to provide service in connection with the design. But anyways, yeah, let's just focus on the first part. An architect is a person who plans, design, and oversees the construction of buildings. Now again, what does that have to do with you? You are the architect of your life, like I said, or you are the architect, right? So since you're the architect, it's your responsibility, man or woman, to plan, right? To design and to oversee the construction of the building of your life. Whatever kind of life you want. Whatever kind of life you want. But like I said earlier, we all have free will, we all have choices, we all have opportunities, right? Probably back in the day, somebody could have argued, oh, I don't have an opportunity, or oh, I don't this, I don't. No. We're living in a time where everybody has opportunity. Everybody has a chance to do something. So since you have a chance to do something, why not do something, right? And I guess I'll wrap it up with that. Again, guys, you are the architect. It's your responsibility to build the life that you want for yourself and for your family. All right. Now, whatever takeaways you got from this episode, definitely put it in the comment section. Share it to a friend, because like I told you guys before, our goal is to be able to impact 1,000 people's life this year. And again, we can't do it without you guys. So like, share, help us spread the word. All right, guys. Like I said, Eagle Podcast is here to make a difference in people's life. So again, guys, Shamar Brown here, Eagle Podcast, signing off. Good night, guys.